Will Jerome Powell be crashing the markets tomorrow at the FOMC meeting, or are we going to see $700 levels on the S&P 500? That's right, my friends. I'm talking about all-time highs. Well, in today's video, we're going to be discussing exactly what is upcoming for tomorrow's FOMC meeting and how to anticipate it and much more. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button and now let's get to work. So what the hell's going on, guys? Well, tomorrow we're getting a potential rate cut. People believe we're getting a rate cut. I think that the odds of us not getting a rate cut are actually a lot higher than people anticipated. Now, listen, this doesn't mean that I don't think we're going to get a rate cut, because if I had to bet my life whether or not we're going to get a rate cut or we're not going to get a rate cut, I would bet my life that we're getting a rate cut, okay? And I like to use that scale to take away all my biases out of my decision making when it comes to the markets, right? Because listen, everybody wants to be right? But at the end of the day, this is a game of probabilities, and when your life's on the line, you're just going to side with the probabilities, right? You're going to take your emotions all of it. You're only going to be siding with the probabilities, right? So what I'm trying to get to is I think that the probabilities do sway on the side of Jerome Powell cutting rates, okay? However, I think that the odds of him not cutting rates are actually way higher than people anticipate. Right? Because you got to understand, why is he not cutting rates? I believe that the reason why he decided to come out and say, hey, I'm not cutting rates, right, is now once again on the table, right? So what was the reason that he said he's not going to be cutting rates? Well, it's due to inflation, right? It's due to inflation. He's trying to fight off the odds of a recession. That's what he's trying to do, right? Now, if he came out and said, hey, everyone, we're not cutting rates, right, the markets would crash. What else causes a recession? A market crash. So when he came out, and well, he didn't even really ever come out and say, oh, we're cutting rates. When the Fed flipped, let's just put it that way, okay? When they became a lot more dovish, right, was around these levels. When the stocks were already slipping, the S&P 500 was sliding. It was already down about approximately 10% from the 690 level all the way down to the 650 level, maybe less than 10%, 5 to 10% give or take, right? And it was on the brink of a massive fall off a cliff. So if the Fed came out and announced, hey everyone, we've actually decided not to cut rates this quarter or this FOMC meeting, we'll see 620, maybe potentially even 590 to 600, possibly, right? So you guys got to understand that one of the catalysts for a recession is a market crash. What is the Fed fighting? A market crash. Or no, what is the Fed fighting? My apologies. What is the Fed fighting? A recession. So why would they cause something that could potentially lead to a recession? So they can easily come out and say, hey everyone, you know what, man, we actually don't have enough data. We don't have, the government shut down, blah, 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 yada, yada. And we're thinking about just cutting rates. You know what? We said we'll cut rates, we'll just cut rates. Why not, right? So what do we get? Well, we get a market rebound. However, the markets are no longer on a brink of a crash, are they? They're pretty much close to their all-time highs once again. So if the Fed comes out and says, hey, we're not cutting rates, the markets are probably just going to dip back down to these levels. Okay, 650-ish. That's not really a market crash. That's just kind of a retracement back to where it was, 650, right? And guess what? Now the Fed has actually not caused the market crash, and they've also fought off inflation by not cutting rates. Okay, so that's why I believe that the odds of them not cutting rates is actually a lot higher. However, again, I do believe that they're more likely than not are going to cut rates. But this is the thing, is that I think that we're going to get a rather hawkish cut. What do you mean a hawkish cut? What does a hawkish cut mean? Aren't cuts dovish? Aren't, not cutting hawkish? Like, how could you get it's like saying a good bad thing. Well, this is what it is, right? Is that I think that what he's going to say is going to matter a lot more than what he's going to do. Because what he's going to do, let's say that we get a rate cut. That's already been priced in, right? A rate cut is already priced in. The markets have priced in a rate cut at this point, right? But what he's going to say, and it's important. Why is it important that it's already priced in? Because it goes to the fundamentals of the markets, that the markets are a forward-looking place, and they're always trying to price in future events, not what's happening right now, So if they're trying to price in future events, what does that dictate? If they're trying to price in future events, what that proves to us is that what's going to matter is what Jerome Powell is going to say about the future after the FOMC meeting, not just what happens during the FOMC meeting or whether or not he's going to cut rates or not. So we could get a rate cut and the markets could still crash. I know. And that sounds nuts. But Sam, we got to rake out the money's easier to come by. No, it doesn't. Future events, future events, future events. So if Jerome Powell comes out and says some bullshit like, oh, well, we want to, this is going to be the last, this is going to be the last time we're going to be so, lenient towards the market's progression, that some bullshit, as he always says, he has a way of disappointing the markets pretty much, right? So when he does that, the markets are going to crash. However, if we get a dovish cut, which is way less likely, right? And it's gonna be a lot better. Obviously, the market's gonna make all-time highs. But for me, I think that right now the positive side is priced in, and all there's left is disappointment. Okay, that's it. So for me, I think that tomorrow's rate cut is probably gonna be a little bit bloody. Okay, I think so. Right? I think that the rate cut has been priced in. All there's left is disappointment and sadness left to be predicted for the future. Okay, that's my take. Now listen. We trade almost every single day. We're going to play some options heading into this FOMC meeting as well, right? Now, we don't really like to gamble the news because it is a 50-50 toss-up, right? But we trade almost every single day. If you guys are interested in trading alongside us, check out our private community right now. It is on a 50% sale for the next 10 members that join. And we're the only community that does a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. And we give you everything. We have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, Q&A, you name it, we got it, okay? And this is what our alerts look like. We give you the ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. How do we do so? We use a 10K account as a benchmark. So we say 200 shares. When we say 200 shares, we're talking in a 10K account, okay, as a benchmark. So if you have a 30K account, guess what? You buy 3 times the amount. You have a 50K account, you buy 5 times the amount, because we understand the importance of position sizing in getting you results. We don't want you to just go all in all the time. We want you to manage your risk the same way we are managing our risk so you get the same results as us. And I'm telling you, man, there's a reason we have over 400 plus members coming back month after month. People are seeing results. Literally, let's talk about just this one, right? CMBM. We said buy from 160 to 140. Let's take a look at where's CMBM right now. CMBM. It's at 188 right now. Okay, it's at 188, right? We said wide from 160 to 140. SOUX, we bought SOUX at 17. We closed half of our position at 20. Let's see where's SOUX right now. It's at 21 already, okay? And we're still holding the rest of half of our position. I mean, we've been crushing it, man. We've been absolutely crushing it. There's a reason people are coming back. And listen, when I always say we're the only community that does a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee, I always get a bunch of people coming in and saying, oh, no, this guy does a 2 weeks free trial, that guy does a 2 weeks trial. They do a 2 weeks free trial, so you forget that you join, your card gets charged, and they're like, ha, gotcha. That's not how we operate. We literally give you a money back guarantee after your card gets charged, so you can still change your mind and say, hey, you know what, man? I want a refund. You want a refund? Here's your refund. No questions asked. Literally today, MJ989 says, first day since joining and 18% for the day. Thank you, Sam and team and community. See you tomorrow. Beautiful. This is yesterday. Thanks for joining on Bullpick answering my 12 zillion questions about these 2 entries. Set up $3,000 off of CMCT. Ron yesterday says, another great trade. Thanks, Bullpick. $46. So we have big trades, we have small trades, you name it, we got it. The Real Ultra says, learn a lot from Sam's Global Journey. I used to lose all the time, 6 for 6 on scalp plays. Thanks, Sam and team. Beautiful. CETX, hope the rest of the week goes like this. Thank you, bro, for all your guidance. And I was in $12,000 off of a single trade. Beautiful scam. This is all yesterday. These are all yesterday. Thank you for the quick in and out. Off to my shitty job. Good luck, everyone. Beautiful. This is on Friday, 1300 on PLRZ, 139. This is on Friday, as you guys can see. Asher says, today I want to share my profit as a member of this group. I'm very amazed by the service of these people. So good and appreciative of their work, like Sambo. These are other mentors alongside myself. I want to say that you have to be patient, and you'll be more red in your investment, but you just have to take suggestions from people who are like Sam. 34,000 GBP in a single trade. That's British pounds, man. I mean, it's no joke. Cheers, Sam, and patience is more key to come. $39 for Eugene. Day in, day out. Kyle says, each one has their own advice and good things. Sometimes easy. But honestly, I've had way more fun trading with you guys than alone. Really enjoy 2026. Was beautiful. $27 for Heather. So we have big wins, small wins, all aboard, man. My bags are full this week. Big busy. Thanks for the assist. This is now Thursday this week. Beautiful. Weepo Man says 7 trial days down, 7 to go. Open a new broker account to track this Discord alerts. And if this keeps up, I'm going to become a paid member. Thank you. He brought in about 6,000 or 8,000 the past week. I can't really tell. Thank you, Sammy Boy. And look at this. We just got a new message. Bigger B's putting out work. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is off the options. So again, we have day trade alerts, swing alerts, and option alerts for you guys, okay? Whatever you guys freaking please, whatever you're looking for, we got it, all right? Give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next time members, 50% discount, okay? It's never gonna get any better than this. This is our end of the year sale. Take advantage of it. Try the 2 weeks. If you make money, stick around. If you don't make money, leave and never look back. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.